Good afternoon, I'm John Budesky, Hanover County Administrator, and on behalf of your Board of Supervisors, I'd like to welcome you to this update here on January 11, 2025 at noon. First and foremost, we want to be sharing today that the boil water advisory is formally listed for Hanover County and the Richmond area region. This has been taken after 2 rounds of sampling and testing and approval from the Virginia Department of Health. The drinking water is fully approved at this time for safe drinking and consumption. I want to thank all of our residents, all of our businesses for your patience and understanding through these trying few days as it related to this water crisis. I do want to make sure that we're sharing with you just a couple of ways to address the water as you begin returning to consumption. I want to suggest that you turn on cold water taps one at a time and run the water for about 10 minutes, starting with faucets on your lowest floor. Check faucet screens and clean and remove any trapped particles. Flush the refrigerator by running it for 5 minutes. Throw away all ice. Let the ice maker container fill up completely and throw away the 1 round of new ice. Then the ice maker should be prepared. You may also want to replace the filter. I do want to share with you that if some folks have said, hey, I'm smelling chlorine. That is a natural part of this process. We're also seeing some cloudiness or light sediment. This is pretty common when the system comes back up and running, but from all testing, the drinking water is safe, and those flushing activities should help you address those particular concerns. Over the weekend, if you're having any additional concerns as it relates to the public utility system, we want to share our after hours number with you. That number is 804-365-6140. Again, 804-365-6140. That's our after hours number. If you're having any issues with the water system returning, please feel free to call that number over the weekend for assistance. I do want to share with you a bit more information about where do we go from here today. The Board of Supervisors has directed County Administration and our staff to conduct the initial after-action review on this unprecedented event within the next 30 days. We will look at all of what has happened since Monday through today's announcement as it relates to Hanover County and identify the areas and opportunities that we can continue to improve in our after-action responses and planning. Additionally, we're committed to working with the regional after-action initiatives and identify regional solutions to make sure that an event of this nature never reoccurs and we develop resiliencies in our systems. And additionally, we will also be looking at our long-term water supply planning to assure redundancy and resilience of the Hanover County systems. While we're very pleased to be able to share with you that the water has been restored and you can begin resuming normal lives based on your water situation, I want to be clear. While we're very pleased, this isn't necessarily a celebration. This is an opportunity for us to recognize a lot of hard work that was done to get to this position today. There's a lot of work that will follow after today's announcement. But I do need to recognize a number of individuals and groups that were key participants in allowing us to address this situation this week. Certainly want to thank the Hanover Board of Supervisors for your leadership, direction, and real clear direction that there is no priority higher than this for the county this week, and we've dedicated the resources necessary to assist our residents. Also like to thank Senator McDougall and Delegate Wyatt for your advocacy and leadership. With their support, we were able to engage Governor Youngkin. We'd like to thank him and his administration for assisting us in getting additional resources for our residents here. But I have to tell you, as I've said in earlier updates, the resilience of Hanoverians has been amazing. And the support from neighbor to neighbor and across the board has been amazing. And we've had individuals this week step up and provide essential donations to assist our community. I want to share those with you here today. These are also, all of this update and the information I'm sharing with you here today will be on the county's website, social media, and press releases. But we want to make sure we give a shout out to the individuals that stepped up to help our community this week. And I'd like to take just a few moments to share that. I'd like to thank Virginia American Water, and particularly Elizabeth Rafferty, one of our Hanover County residents, for linking us with that resource. Wegmans Distribution Center, thank you. Walmart, thank you. Kings Dominion, thank you. Goochland County Fire and Rescue. Randolph-Macon College. We had volunteers across the board with both our Sheriff's Office and Fire and EMS. We had our Medical Reserves Corps, Metro Richmond Flying Squad, Hanover County Communications and Emergency Response Team, the CERT team, Hanover Fire and EMS volunteers, Board of Supervisors volunteered, and many others came together from a volunteer support. We also had additional support provided by Virginia Artesian, a Hanover company that really stepped up from the start of this event. Thank you very much. Hanover County Sheriff's Office, Emergency Communications, our public schools. I'd like to thank our superintendent and our school board for assisting in this response, opening shower resources. Hanover County Parks and Rec, they made sure that safe passage was available throughout this and provided additional support. Our Department of Social Services reached out to vulnerable individuals in our community and helped deliver water during this critical time. Thank you. Community Services Board and staff, thank you for all of your support. Unify stepped up. Richmond Restaurant Group, thank you. Thanks for your support. The Supply Room Company, Home Depot. Can't say enough to thank you for stepping in this week and helping us in very short order to address those needs. We were also supported by our faith community, and there were numbers of faith-based organizations that didn't report directly to us, but were reaching out to the community. But others were Fairmont Christian Church, Royal Point Baptist Church, Winds Baptist Church, Patrick Henry and the YMCAs. The YMCA in the greater Richmond area stepped up to help as well. Really want to thank them for all of their efforts. We could not have done this without the leadership of the Hanover County Fire and EMS Department, the Hanover County Sheriff's Office, and making sure all the water distribution sites were well coordinated and safe for our residents. I do need to recognize that your Department of Public Utilities has gone above and beyond to try to address this crisis this week. I'd like to thank first Deputy County Administrator Todd Kilduff for leading this from County Administration, Director Matt Longshore and his entire team. His customer service staff and operational staff went above and beyond, even going downtown Richmond to support their operations to assure we got the system operational as quick as possible for our residents. I want to recognize all of the communications that have come out to you have come out from the Hanover County Department of Communications. I'd like to thank Kristen Smith Dunlap, Shelby Walker, and the full team of Hanover County Communications for your support and helping get information out to our residents this week. The Virginia Department of Health, thank you for all of your efforts. We know you were supporting the region and Stretch Thin this week as well. Thank you for your support as it related to this initiative. You should know all of those groups and individuals, and I apologize if I missed anybody because it took a village really to support our community this week. During this advisory, which began Tuesday afternoon, we distributed 9,000 cases of bottled water, supplied 9,000 gallons of potable water to residents across multiple distribution sites. And again, Hanover Fire and EMS, Hanover County Sheriff's Office assisted with that. We'd like to thank private businesses and owners of both Bass Pro and the old Winn-Dixie site on Stonewall for allowing us to use their properties to assist as well. Also, all of the volunteers from Fire and EMS, our recruits and our Sheriff's Office volunteers, thank you for all of the work that you've done there. Again, I want to share as we wrap up today, if you have any issues with your water system for public utilities, our after hours number is 804-365-6140. Again, 804-365-6140. Based on this announcement, we have suspended any further water distribution efforts. There will be no additional bottled water or potable water distribution today. Residents, you may go back to your normal lives as it relates to water consumption. Thank you again for your patience. And as I've wrapped up the last few announcements to our residents, I want to just, now that we're back to normal operations, please go support those local businesses that were impacted by this water crisis. Get out to our restaurants that were majorly impacted. All of those employees were impacted, those business owners. Get out and enjoy this opportunity. Patronize those businesses, and just please know we are committed to assuring that this does not reoccur and plan for long-term resilience and solutions. Thank you again for your patience, and we appreciate all of our residents and businesses. Thank you.